Man, I'm on this 303 baby timing, man. Hey, yo, Thriller, man, what we doing, gang? Hunters coming and make sure that paper going all around. I ain't trying to hit, I know these.
What's your nerd shit?
Basically, no, but I didn't.
And welcome to the National Meat Treasure Podcast with your host, Sasha, a.k.a. Bowser. Because Cardona, he hasn't given us his review yet, but he saw the Mario movie this weekend, and this nigga came to the fucking group chat with a message as if it was gospel. So I'm very delighted to hear his his no-spoiler Mario review, although I feel like it's probably like not a robust story. But
I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything for anyone because there's nothing really to spoil. What is happening? It is Christian, aka your boy. It's me, Mario. That was my perfect impression of Mario. You are welcome out there. I'm gonna give it an in-depth. This is
probably the best impression that we've done on our spree of bad impressions. Mario's a pretty low-hanging fruit, though.
Low-hanging fruit, definitely. I mean, we've been hearing it for 30 years. But yes, absolutely a wonderful movie. I'll get into details later. But yeah, take it away, Joseph.
I can't.
Shortest intro we've ever done.
Yeah. It's Joey from the Three, Thriller from the Three, aka Joey from NMT. We back. We live.
I feel like. Are you? How do I phrase this? I feel like. Are you like at your wit's end with Thrillah? Is the Thrillah chapter ending anytime soon? Do you ever feel that in your soul?
No.
I feel like as we hit our 30s, it's kind of like a second puberty. That's why I dropped Trop and my real fucking name for that matter. I'm just feeling, are you on that roller coaster too,
Trop was a monumental
Joey?
thing.
I just said no.
Drop that?
I just said no.
You still
I'll
got
say
some
this
years left.
though. The Trop rebrand was wild. Like, I remember that happening, and I was like, wait, he's gonna drop this? Like, for decades, known as
You know what
Trop.
it was? It got to a point where all the people who referred to me as Trop, I wasn't even like close with. I was like, I don't even like these people. like everybody I fuck with on long ways usually calls me Justin. Oh, damn! Did I just reveal my real name to the pod? I'm sure you all knew that anyway.
But either way, I'll tell her.
But I also just hated the name Justin, so I just had to move on from it. I'm in my rebirth era right now. I'm still trying to work things out.
I never really dug nicknames. I don't have one. I didn't even like people chopping up my name. Of course you don't,
Christian Cardona. Like, you don't need a fucking nickname.
Yeah.
Your shit sounds cool as fuck.
It wasn't
of course
cool
you don't need a nickname.
in the 90s. In the 90s, it wasn't cool. It's cooler now, and thank goodness. But honestly, like, I didn't like nicknames. I didn't even like people chopping up my name. I had a very specific reason for it, and it's because people would call me Chris, and then like 1,400 people would turn around at the same time. So I gave up. Like, I was like, I'm not Chris, because it could be Kristen, Christina, Christian, Christopher, Christopherson. I don't know, bro. Don't call me Chris. And it used to like that shit would trigger me for years. I'd be like, yo, I'm not Chris. And then people started calling me Cardona, and I hated that too. But I let my friends do it. But people who were like piggybacking off what you said, Trop, when random people were just calling me Cardona, I was really disturbed. I was like, no. We're not doing this. You don't know me.
Why did you not like Cardona? Honestly, I fuck with being called Graham, my last name, but no one's ever
your last name
with that. Also, I feel like people don't
Holy
fuck with
shit. Did you just drop your whole government right now? Wow.
Who's listening?
Together.
Who's that invested in me?
It's gonna be us when we put the clip together. Justin and
But Cardona's a hard ass name, bro. So I don't know why you were not feeling that.
It wasn't a hard ass name. Like, there's wrestlers now that call Cardona. Like, there's like, it wasn't like that. But you know what? I have come to like it from my friends. I'm still not okay with random people calling me it. It's a little weird. But here it goes, guys. Here we go. It was
another great impression.
Okay. Mamma mia. We're number one. That was a near perfect fucking movie. I'm not like, you know how I'm a little light on everything else. I try not to like, like shit on everything. And especially like when it has to do with nerd culture, I'm a little, forgiving. This shit was solid as a motherfucker. Bro, when I tell you Jack Black went full tilt on Bowser, he went full tilt. And thank God, because everyone, even Chris Pratt, somehow gave it his all. It was amazing. There were so many Easter eggs. There was so much fucking fun. So you might have seen it, maybe you haven't. I'm sure by the time this episode drops, people will see the music video of that happens in the middle of the movie, where it's Jack Black as Bowser playing on the piano. And I don't remember the last time that I actually laughed out loud in a movie theater. Like, I was like I lost it. I was like, this is full Jack Black as a CGI turtle dragon. And I'm okay. I loved it. All of it. It was like from top to bottom so fucking good. Like the Easter eggs were perfect. Like everything for like the older fan, the younger fan. It didn't matter. I think a lot of people were really rough on it. Hearing Chris Pratt, I was kind of rough on it, just thinking about it. I try not to like, shit on it too hard, but like hearing Chris Pratt at first was like jarring because it was like, wait, we're not going to do the fake offensive Italian accent? Okay, that's weird. But what would Chris Pratt do? I mean, I think he should have went like full on like racist Italian, like
They should have just got what's the dude from Family Guy who writes Family Guy?
Seth Green.
Seth MacFarlane. Yeah,
MacFarlane.
He's
Yeah, should have gone full
I always say
Seth
Seth
MacFarlane with horrible Italian
Give it a Bobby.
accents the whole way. Honestly, Seth
Yeah.
MacFarlane would have made a great. Honestly, Seth MacFarlane probably could have voiced the whole movie. Now that I think about it,
he could have. And that was kind of like the coolest thing about the whole movie. It was it was a big cast of like a bunch of different voices, but everybody was like actually fun. If you played any of the Mario games in the last, I don't know, 30 years, you're gonna enjoy it because I don't know, man. I think it's unique for maybe our age group, all three of us, just because like it's so ubiquitous. Like I mean, I literally came into this world and Mario already existed. You know what I'm saying? And I had an NES, I had a Super NES. I've played the dozens of games that have come after, and it was like I think that original one with John Leguizamo, obviously didn't feel like a Mario movie to anybody. Is it a good movie? Kind of. It's Demolition Man mixed with I forgot what I said. It was like Demolition Man. It was that era, of like the post-apocalyptic, like dystopian kind of neo future. And it was, it was a sign of its time. It was the ills of modern man. That's what we'll chalk it up to. It's definitely
unpopular opinion, but I don't hate the John Leguizamo.
I don't hate
Mario
it either.
movie.
I love that movie.
It isn't a Mario.
I just didn't think of it as a Mario movie because it's kind of super far detached, like from Mario. It's just Mario in name only. So if you just watch it, you're
jump
like, oh,
boots. Cool. Like not even like what, I don't expect any of like the crazy shit in that, but that's why this new one came out and it went like balls to the wall because like what is it gonna lose, like, right? Like it already did the one that was kind of far removed and pretty expanding on its own information, but this one did a really fucking good job and it made me laugh, dude, because even the ridiculousness, just like it's able to address every plot hole you might think of in the Mario world. Like, and that's what made it good because it was just fun. Donkey Kong with the voice of Seth Rogen, didn't know I needed it. That shit was hysterical. Cause I don't know. I didn't put it on my bingo card to think Seth Rogen would play, a cartoon ape that was actually pretty cool. I love Donkey Kong. Underrated character, honestly. Underrated. We don't give Donkey Kong his flowers.
Kong games? I feel like
what? Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong Jr.,
I never
Donkey
played
Kong.
any of them. Yeah.
I feel like you were raised in a tent, just outside.
Yeah,
no electricity, just on the streets of Staten.
I mean, I have a big backyard, so.
Oh, well, is that what you're telling us? Thank you. I'm sorry, we didn't. Well, I didn't have.
He was too rich playing outside, probably in his high school without metal detectors. Oh man, he was having a good old time instead.
Yo, watch your mouth, bro.
Yeah,
watch your mouth.
We had to use video games to escape. I just never attached myself to Donkey Kong though, because like I played Donkey Kong, but like after a while, I was like, I don't like, you know how Mario and Donkey Kong like don't really have a story. That kind of bothered me as a kid. I was like, why am I an elephant or not an elephant? What the fuck animal is he? Why am I a gorilla?
A gorilla
fighting alligators?
I wanted to say donkey. I was gonna say donkey.
Named after a donkey. I'm named after a completely different mammal for some reason. And I'm fighting fat alligators. I don't get it. And then when the RPGs came in my life, that's when I was like, okay, robust story. Final Fantasy VII. You're a eco-terrorism group. Love that. Love that. Like it stimulates my 7th grade mind.
An eco-terrorist. And you know what? As a 35-year-old, like playing Final Fantasy VII as the remake and all that, and realizing like, wait, these guys are terrorists. Like they're full on like murdering like innocents. Like they're not just like shitting on Shinra. They're shitting on like anyone that's a part of Shinra. And I think that's part of the conversation. Like in the video game, they do address it. They go like, well, you know, the complacency of one doesn't replace innocence. Like, and I was like, damn, Barrett, I didn't expect you to say that.
Damn, Barrett.
Most of the time, you just shoot in the air and cursing and talking about Marlene. That's exactly how he sounds, because I do know how he sounds now. But that's how I always imagined his voice. So I'm glad that
he looks like
they
went
ahead
with the beard and shit.
Yeah, Marlene. Like, you know, like it was. Are
you Googling Final Fantasy VII characters right now?
Me, no.
Oh, so you know what Barrett looks like. You've been in the Final Fantasy VII world.
Yep.
Okay, so you do have some knowledge.
You just be saying shit. You just be saying shit. Like you just be saying shit.
Listen, when you say you've never played Donkey Kong as a 30-year-old man, that's crazy. I feel like you could have played Donkey Kong by accident twice. Every person in America,
like by like literally, like it was in everybody's household at one point.
I didn't own Donkey Kong. I don't even know how I played it. I did not own it. I have no idea where I got it from.
I didn't even own officially an Super NES. But why do I know the Donkey Kong song? DK Donkey Kong. DK. That shit was hard. Come on, can you not like think about that on your 27-inch CRT TV? You're playing. You hooked up your fucking your N64, your Super Nintendo, and then all of a sudden that comes through the speakers in lo-fi fidelity, and it's just like Donkey Kong. There's no headphones, so your mom is barking at you, like going off on you, like shut that shit up. I'm tired of hearing DK. Donkey Kong, because I would leave that on for a while.
Can you enter every room like that from now on?
I should, because if I don't start wearing a DK like tie immediately, I need like and just like
also,
completely.
why did he have a tie? Why did this gorilla have a tie? He was not going into an office, bro. Like
he was on his way to an interview.
What's crazy is like all of them have separate clothing like options. Like, you know, Diddy's got like a shirt and a hat. Fucking the surfer one's just got a shirt.
Why does the girl one have a blonde hair? Why does she have a full head of blonde hair?
Pigtails.
Because they had to let you know that she was white.
Yeah,
ponytail.
Don't get it fucking confused. Monkey? Yeah. They were playing it safe. You know.
Dr. Armar has entered the chat.
Yeah, I just like he has a tie and no dick. I don't know what's going on.
Theme song.
It's just like I literally have a memory of me being like, I don't even know how old I was, 12 maybe, like fighting the one boss. Because I think I was at now I'm piecing it together. I was 11 and I was at my babysitter's house and her son had Donkey Kong and he was on the last boss. So we would just take turns fighting this last boss, and I just remember having a moment of like, what's my motivation here? Like, what do these alligators do to me?
When you become sentient,
maybe I missed something because, you know, he, like I said, he did the whole game. I would just play bits and pieces here and there, but
there's definitely a story.
I don't remember there being a story.
It's
not a robust story. It's not.
you're not expecting
It's not Titanic.
like Final Fantasy like 5 like kind of stories like coming out of that Donkey Kong. Like you're not expecting a full like, you know,
RPG
debate on what oppression looks like through Donkey Kong. Although
Like were the alligators the one being oppressed? And was I the colonizer? What was do alligators and gorillas even live in the same kind of environments? I don't think they do. If the Donkey Kong was stomping through swampland, that means we were the colonizers and we were the enemy.
right? That's their house. You know.
Interesting.
I'm listening to the theme song, and this shit is fire.
Tell me it doesn't go hard. Did you see that like TikTok a while ago? I think it was like some dude like he was breaking down that like Hotline Bling had like a beat pattern from Donkey Kong Country, and he put it like side to side. That shit was, I was like, you got a point, sir. You have fully convinced me in this 30-second video. Thank you. Like, you know, that's the best part about TikTok. You can make a whole life decision off 15 seconds. Like, you could say, this is what's going to happen. This is a fact. I have accepted this. It is what it is. What are you going to do now, Sasha, since TikTok may or may not be actually removed? I don't think they can. I feel like you
Kill
can't
myself,
really
probably? I don't know. I have very
Can
little
you really
before.
ban an app? Like
I mean, the government could do anything because we're complacent and fat and stupid. So I just want to leave the country, dog. I just want to go to DR and
Don't do that.
definitely do TikToks in DR.
I do not want to be in America anymore. I'm so sick of the news.
Don't go to DR.
I mean, full disclosure, I had to cry 15 minutes ago, dog. I'm just like very frustrated with life, with money, with capitalism, with the wage gap, with that. I'm done. I'm just gonna go to, like, I don't even think I even want to move to Atlanta anymore. I think I just want to like fucking stay in Detroit like another year to save up and move to DR and just be home. I would rather be homeless in DR than in America at this point. Like, I'm so sick of so many things. But you know, at least we have at least we have the Mario movie to lull our senses, to dull us into submission. Next is a full blown Donkey Kong movie.
That would be sick if instead of, I mean, let's not even say instead, but if we started a series of, you know, like Super Nintendo movies.
I mean, they probably are going to do that because it's
like the way they have, like the way they have Marvel, you know, like, but all the Nintendo games.
You know, this movie made in its opening weekend $349 million. They projected it. Bro, they projected
I was wondering,
it
like, every time I hear like a movie number, I'm like,
they projected it at 500. Like, no, that's well on their way. Like, they probably made it.
What was the projection?
500 million. That was a top half. 500 million.
500 million. Like, their projection was 500 million. What, like the first week?
No, that it would make overall.
Overall, damn.
Yeah. Exactly.
I never know this, like, the scale of those things either. Like, but hearing millions and billions my whole life, I'm always like, I don't know what that means to me.
I'll say this, there's not a lot of movie properties that reach $1 billion, right? And for a movie to reach almost $500,000 within 4 days of its opening, like, it means that it's well on its way towards probably $1 billion. Like, if it can secure, I mean, again, it's a property that's everywhere. Literally, like, I think everyone knows Nintendo and Pokemon and Mario are the three most recognizable actual properties in the entire world. If you look that up right now, I think Pokemon's number one. It used to be Mario. I think it might be Mario again now. Just that, like, that's like, if you think about that, like 7 billion people possibly know about the same thing you do. Like, it's like a hive mind link. Like, all of a sudden we all say it's a me, Mario, and we unlock, like, you know, the warp worlds. You know, I think it's good. I think it's good. I'm with it. Would you go to Super Mario world, like the actual world, not the park, the universe park, because I would go to that,
like the actual world. Definitely
would you
not. There's first
probably
of all
scary
no
as fuck.
bitches there. No bitches.
Right,
You got
right.
Peach and Daisy. That's it for 26 games, dog. No hoes. Can't do it.
There's only like 4 men,
And I can't even eat the
like,
mushrooms because they're people. Nah.
No. You can eat mushrooms. You can definitely eat mushrooms because they're
yeah, and then they just make me like what, taller instead of high. I don't. I'd rather just be high. I'm already 6
they
feet.
don't just make you taller. You're huge. You don't, and you get like in the movie they explain it, which is fantastic.
That's
because
dope.
they say like
That's fun.
Not only like when you're small Mario, that's just normal size Mario, right? When you're walking around, like that's just how short he is. That's his life. He's a normal size. He's a shorter human, but that's still a human. And then when he gets the power up, it's literally he becomes giant sized, and he gets like 10 times the power and 10 times the durability as long as he doesn't get hit.
Well,
amazing.
What am I using the power for? What am I using the power for? If
there ain't no bitches.
Anything in the Mario world.
Anything. Think about the God videos. Yeah, maybe dry bones is where you stop at.
Also,
maybe
like,
you get a boom.
what is a Koopa?
Maybe you get a real boom.
Right. What is a Koopa?
What is a Koopa? Is it like a turtle turd
It's a turtle.
with teeth?
It's a turtle.
No, I'm talking about the brown thing. Like it's like a.
Oh, that's
like
a Goomba.
Evil mushroom.
That's a Goomba.
Goomba. It's like an evil mushroom. Like what is it?
It's an evil mushroom, essentially, just with feet.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to fuck
it's got a
either
terrible
of
life.
those. I don't want to fuck
No,
either of those.
I'm not. You know what? That's a. We talked about how gap tooth go crazy, right? Goomba teeth. Goomba teeth. Kind of a big gap tooth. So say what you will. Maybe that fungi is nice. Whatever
I
happens.
imagine fungus is
in
very
that
moist
world.
on the inside.
Yeah, the mycelium. The
I did eat some
fungi
lion's
network.
mane recently, so.
Hey.
Oh, well, the fungi network will be aware of this and maybe make itself more sexy or approachable for its survival. Maybe that's the version of The Last of Us we come up with. That the mushrooms aren't dangerous. They become sexier and they want to mate with us and they want to grow with us. I'm with it. Whatever we got to do to secure the future. I
What is
don't
a
care what we
mushroom
look
seducing
like.
you looking like?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. You know what? I had just watched Ant-Man, Madness and Quantumania, and I'm not putting any spoilers. I'm not going to review it. I liked it. But there's like this broccoli dude in there, and I kind of imagine like a mushroom person or mushroom humanoid would look very similar to that broccoli. Just lots of eyes and maybe like a cool suit, like a cool space suit. I like it. I want to meet that sexy mushroom because I imagine like mushroom sex would at least be closer to humans, if anything.
Really?
I don't know. I'm making shit up.
You think so?
That's what it is I'm here for a short time. I'm not here for a long time. I am just saying whatever I want. And I have decided that I'm going to have the most honest, version of myself with everybody.
I love that.
Honest version of yourself
constructive
wants
way.
to fuck multi-eyed fungi creatures.
Honestly, if we're talking about Captain Kirk in it, yeah, I'm Captain Kirk in it all the way. I am fucking all kinds of aliens, all kinds of, ways. I don't care if they're humanoids, if they're octopi, whatever. I am opening my mind. If we enter some kind of quantum universe or just a multi, we are able to cross the multiverse and now life is finally we understand that life has nothing to do with what we think it is and it can be anything, and you've got a sentient mushroom ready to suck your dick. I don't think you're going to say no. So the National Meat Treasure has taught you one thing. If a portobello looks at you sexy this weekend, go for it. There is nothing that you should be ashamed of. I'm sure the stock could be useful. I'm sure maybe you could just create a ring in that portobello, depending on how girthy you are.
You just want. I hope there's somebody just you go into the grocery store this weekend and there's somebody just coming on the produce and they turn around and look at you and they go, "You're the inspiration." I hope. I know
I made it. I know I made it. If I have somebody randomly in Pennsylvania jerking off on mushrooms and telling me it was because of me, I'm kind of an influencer now, and no one can tell me anything. I might run for office really quickly. I might use that momentum. If I could convince you to pour your seed upon a innocent fungus, then maybe I'm all powerful. And maybe you deserve to do that. And maybe I have unlocked everything. So if you're listening to this, fuck that mushroom. That's all I'm saying. Stuffed mushrooms are delicious, though. Can we talk about that?
Jesus Christ. Stuffed with what, man? Stuffed with what?
Stuffed with meat.
No, bro. Like a beautiful, it just made me think because my wife makes stuffed mushrooms for the holidays. Good Lord, bro. I love those things. Spinach and sausage and pecorino romano. My life is good, bro. Like nothing else is wrong once I'm eating those stuffed mushrooms. Like I don't know. People who hate mushrooms, maybe you got to check out of this conversation. Maybe you don't got to return back to the National Meat Treasure because this is the Pro Fungi Network. We have decided to join the Mycelium. We are a part of it. We accept our overlords, and they're going to be sexy. So
we are.
Joey,
hold on.
Are you? Knock, knock, knock.
I wasn't
right
ready.
Behind you.
No.
It's right behind you.
No.
Turn around. Turn around.
Damn.
Right behind you.
Are they going to be mad when they see the shrooms that I have in my drawer?
No, they're going to be so fucking with it. They'll be like, yo, I love eating these shits too.
So they're cannibals. So they're cannibals.
Bro, aren't we all? Aren't we all eating ourselves? Listen, animals are a part of us. Nitrogen and oxygen and carbon, and we're all things eating each other.
I'm gonna get another drink while you go on this rant. I'm gonna see how long this takes.
We're all a part of it, man. We're part of the live stream. We're all eating each other. Is all I'm saying. We just gotta be cool with it. Like, you know what? If I become food for another animal, I know I've done my job. You know what? Fuck my shit up. You know what? Throw me in the woods. After I die, you know what I'm telling Joni? Don't even waste money. Just if you got like a 6-pack and 2 big guys, just have them throw me out in the woods. We're good. I'll be back. I'll be back to Mother Nature in no time. What 7 days once a wolf poops me out or some kind of puma, a bobcat, if you will, whatever it is, a buzzard. Listen. I ain't gonna feel it. I don't know. Whatever. Goodbye. That's how I feel about death, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what I've been going through. I've been going through a lot of existential thought, and death is it is what it is. You just have to accept.
So mushroom fucking to the great beyond. The
great beyond.
Where are you at these days? What's going on with you?
It's a dark. I've been in a dark, not a dark place, but I've been in a strange place. So you're seeing Christian back on therapy after 4 weeks, and it's it's made me dig up things in my mind in a very honest and kind of funny way because I remember things clearer or crisper about maybe things that are in my childhood. It's awesome. So I'm diving deep into all of it, and I've got a good stream of cannabis and a good amount of people to talk to like yourselves, and y'all are listening. So whatever, man. We are all part of the Fungi Network. Let's go do it. How many mushrooms would you fuck before you stop, Joseph?
That's a really interesting question because.
Is it a really interesting question? Is that the terminology? That's an interesting question, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with interesting.
Sales 101. You don't ask a yes or no question. You give a question that is a clarifying question. Sales 101. I just gave you some free game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
When you want to close something, when you want engagement, you want a clarifying question. You want the person to tell you more. Not just be like, nah, yep. I don't know what I'm doing. Fungus, sales, and dying.
Yeah,
it's a wild time for me.
I'm not fucking any mushrooms
at all.
I'm sorry,
bro.
I'm not fucking.
You know
a mushroom.
what?
I'm not fucking a mushroom.
Sasha, bro. I know you're a mushroom fucker.
There's no, bro. There's no.
I don't think we know this about me.
There's
I don't think we know this about me. I don't think this is a thing that's in my lexicon.
You pickled your dick. You're definitely fucking a mushroom.
No,
Stop.
I pickled my
lying
dick.
on me.
I pickled my dick.
So you
also,
definitely fucking a mushroom.
There's no
is it a
holes.
gherkin or is it?
There's no holes in a mushroom. There's no normal holes in a mushroom. I don't even see how that. I don't like that. I don't want to rip off.
You know what? It's funny because I really should have had a timer from when we would start at Mario and end up at mushroom fucking. I really should have timed it because that's really like
it wasn't long.
It was inevitable.
Returning to this podcast,
20 plus minutes.
You know that's that's how things go here. I feel like I should have clocked that was going to happen, and I'm a little upset I didn't. What the fuck was Jack Black doing before Bowser? I feel like Jack Black's kind of been gone for a while, except for like TikTok.
Raising his children.
He has, basically.
He does have a lot of children. There's like 4, right?
Wait, he has kids?
I'm pretty sure, right?
Kids?
Pretty sure Jack Black has
wonderful.
a lot of kids. Or maybe I'm just assuming that because I saw Schoolhouse Rock.
For some reason, I thought he had no children because like he felt like that kind of person. But if he has children, thank God, because we really need to pass that. You know what? If we're gonna talk elite milk, and
Definitely.
the first and one of the white people that have to be saved in the coming race war, well, not have to. I'm not gonna put that much weight, but the ones that we can put to consideration.
Damn, sorry,
Jack Black is at the top of the list, bro. Like, okay. I'm sorry, we gotta carry. You know what? We can control. We can create a more gentle Earth with more kin of his. Is all I'm saying.
I hope so.
So everybody, fuck Jack Black's like kids, like immediately, and fuck Jack Black while you're at it.
Wait, like hold on, time out.
Don't fuck his kids.
Old enough?
Please don't fuck his kids.
Are they old enough? Like 14 and 16.
Hold on. Okay. You know what? I thought they were adults for a second, so that's why I said that. Let's roll that back.
Oh, bro, this one pic of his kids is hard though. There's a pic of him and his kids, and one of his sons is wearing Volcom sweats, Vans, and like the Revenge shirt. That's like I think that's like XXX Tentacion's brand. He's like, of course, Jack Black has emo kids. That is not
bro,
that's not surprising at all.
You know he's emo. Like he's okay, 16. So please don't fuck his children. No, please don't. But wait till they're of age and then go for it. You know, whatever you got to do.
It's just so funny. Like there's this. Like look at this picture, bro. It's like a picture of Jack Black and his son. His son's got the Revenge hoodie on, looking pissed off, while Jack Black is like putting his like star on the Walk of Fame. Like, who are you getting revenge against? Thomas David Black? Like,
let him live.
I think you need to like calm down, buddy.
Let him live, bro. You know what? Can you imagine like Jack Black being your dad? That's gotta be fucking awesome.
No, because I can't imagine a good life.
I can. And I would love to be like, I wish that was my dad. Like, just like if my dad did cocaine and just like did like silly splits instead of like beating the shit out of me, I think I'd be far better human. I think I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Just gonna be honest with you. Yeah. Throwing me against the wall and telling me I'm nothing. Way better from the cocaine, singing dad. I think a kismet life would be with Jack Black.
I think I'd be a far worse person if I had a rich parent. I think I'm a good person now because of having a terrible life, but I think I'm at the time where I'm rebranding and I'm regretting all the times I've been a good person. I've been doing a lot of work internally, and I'm just like, I've been a good person my whole life, and it has gotten me nowhere. It's time to kill somebody for money.
Villain origin story. It's truly when you become Kefka is when your arc is finally complete. When you plan like global genocide for giggles.
The fact that there isn't like a regime for this, at least to join, you know, like I feel like I'm not organized enough to start.
Why don't you should start it like the Kefka coalition of like Kefka was right kind of thing. I don't know. Like you know, in the Ninja Turtle movies where like the Foot Clan is all these teenagers underground playing video games. Where was that at? Where was that at when I was younger? Where's that at now? Where is it now? Yo, I'm there. Yo, you give me free training, free food, and I get to play arcades and curse at people all day and have a bad, shitty New York accent. Hey, what the fuck you doing? Oh, I'm playing. What are you doing? Like, it's wonderful. I needed to join
I'm shredding here.
Yo, fuck you, I'm doing a 50-50 grind slide. Wow. Like, you know, it's a different time in that movie, but I really, you know, I wish I was in the Foot Clan because, like, even if you're around the Foot Clan, all of a sudden Vanilla Ice is in the second, like, to what, a year later, doing Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. Even if you get in a fight, can you imagine getting into a fight with a mutant turtle and Vanilla Ice is playing in the background? I'm sorry, that's kind of tight. Like, just like just a little tight.
Even if the
like,
turtle whoops your ass, that's still like a cool experience.
Like, yeah,
that
like you're in the
like,
hospital, no insurance. Like, hold on, last night was crazy.
That sounds like hell.
Crazy.
That sounds like literal hell.
Like, yo, I'm all right. Like, yo, I survived a giant turtle, and guess what? Vanilla Ice let me fuck some groupies because he felt bad. That's exactly what would happen, because Vanilla Ice would help out the Foot Clan. Like, he'd be like, "You're the ninjas I was talking about, not those ninjas. You are obviously ninjas in black. I don't know who these green mutants are. They're terrifying, really. Alert the authorities." Like, I think the Foot Clan was right. Maybe they should have got rid of the turtles. You know what?
You absolutely should have got rid of the turtles, because
you know what?
All this Foot Clan was doing was a little bit of home invasion, dog.
Yo,
like, let the proper authorities handle that.
Can I say something a little controversial? Can we talk about how cool they made robbery look cool? I was like, wow, I could do crime. That's kind of fun. Sell cigarettes, steal a TV out of a fire escape. This shit sounds ill. I get to wear a bandana. Nobody questions me. I save tons of money on sleeves because I never wear sleeves. I am a menace. But I'm.
Oh, that's not a hot take. Crime has always been cool.
But like, they made it so much more fun, especially when they went to the clan hideout, because you really did go like, where is this place? Because like, I don't know any place where there's kids skateboarding, tattooing, playing arcades, and have neon lights and pizza. Where's this magical place? We all need to be there. And yeah, I didn't want to hang out at the subway where the Ninja Turtles or their sewer home. Like, no thanks, bro.
I think the Foot Clan also in the sewer, but like a whole different part.
No. They were just like in the like an industrial area, if you will.
They were just in the hood. They just looked like the sewer.
Like, do you think they own the warehouse, really, or just squatted there?
Like Greenpoint. No, they somebody bought it. I feel like Shredder LLC exists. Yeah, and bought the building. And because that's old Japanese money, and we all know that racist old Japanese money really is long. Let's just call it what it is. Shredder was not just saying rat, and just because, like, he was saying some shitty things about Koreans, talking about eating their children, probably something crazy. We don't know. Splinter was a menace. Shredder was a menace, and Splinter like had to relieve him of his life. Didn't work. He somehow turned into a rat. Life is complicated. Wait, no, he didn't turn into a rat. He was just a rat. He got the ooze. Whatever, bro. It's all complicated. It doesn't matter anymore. I want to see
also,
that.
Now that we're on the turtle topic, what the fuck was with the 90s and like anthropomorphic animals? Donkey Kong, Crash Bandicoot, Ninja Turtles.
You still got
it. That's kind of not.
Why do you think there's so many furries? Why do you think there's so many furries? No, it's not. No. It's not that it's not in vogue. It's you're not the target audience, kid. It's bro, like legit. I had this thought, and I think I sent it to the chat also. So I sent that Sonic artwork with the ad for the anxiety.
Sonic is another one,
which was like, I was like, why did this happen? But it led me to a train thought, and stay with me here. Bluey. If you've ever seen Bluey, if you have children, if you're somebody who is around kids, Bluey is the new hot kids show. Like, it's like it's the big like Barney. It's the Teletubbies. It's the it show of the time. So my kids love it. Pretty much any kid that will like breathe will tell you that they love Bluey. What has come of this love for the show is surprising to me, because it went the route of the Sonic fandom. If you don't know what the Sonic fandom, and you haven't been listening long enough to the podcast, here's a refresher. For some reason, people have co-opted Sonic, made him really scary, cringy. They made him pregnant. They've made him do all kinds of weird things, have sex, like
all types of dark
shadow, really, really messed up things. They did the same damn thing to Bluey. There's a bunch of people just like drawing poor old Bluey in all kinds of like manimal like body types, and like making the cartoon dog father, which is this squat little dude, like putting like rippling muscles and talking about how he's a hot dad. Yeah, why do we have? Listen, I know I just talked about for like 20 minutes fucking mushrooms, but why do we gotta fuck everything? Can't we just leave? Can't we just leave the fucking for the mushrooms? Like, can't we leave it for the progress of humankind? We don't need to go back. We don't need to fuck animals right now. If we can splice our DNA and somehow join and give a sentient like manimal thing, cool. But if we're just gonna fuck animals for like terrible genetic disasters, let's not do it. And I don't want to see this. I don't. It's disturbed me. I was a part of a few Bluey groups because you're a dad and you just laugh, you relate. It's one of those shows. Whatever. I'm a dork. And it just went from like, hey, like my kids needed these party supplies. Here's a link to like, oh, I want to suck Bandit's dick. Oh, Chili's hot. Like, I was like, oh God, why? Why did you ruin it? Like, and everyone was like, why are you kink shaming? It's furries are not just about sex. Like, but you're literally doing it. Like, don't do this. Just leave it alone. Like, you got people like straight up like. It's gotten the Sonic fandom route, and I'm a little disturbed by it. I don't want it. Return it. Return to sender.
Well, I mean,
don't fight for it.
As much as I don't want to derail you from talking about animal sex, the thing about Bluey though is that Bluey is marketed for kids with a little couple of biscuits for adults because they know you're sitting there next to your fucking 6-year-old watching.
Exactly.
But like for teens and 20-year-olds in the 90s, like I said, Sonic, it was a lot of animal, even fucking the cereal. Why is Tony the Tiger rubbing cornflakes or Frosted Flakes? They're not even striped,
muscular.
They're not even striped.
No reason. No, they're not. He doesn't need to be on it. Why do we have tricks for a rabbit?
What's your theory, Joe?
I mean, so we watched, we had cartoons when we were little, that were, like, a lot of them were about animals. So I think going into the 90s, it just made sense. Like, okay, kids like cartoon characters. Let's have these cartoon characters grow up with these kids and put them on every other fucking thing. And is there Tony the Tiger porn? I'm sure there is.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah. I think I shared it. I think it was
that alone could be a clip. It was Tony the Tiger porn, definitely. As if we know.
That was so fast. It was so
As
fast.
if we have personal experience.
We do. You know what?
Although I did see a cool, not a cool take necessarily, but somebody on TikTok was trying to explain why millennials are so cringe and why we're so nostalgic. And something really interesting was brought to my attention. Well, first of all, millennial, if you were born in the 80s and 90s, our generation was like the first generation where all the media was geared towards us. Like, think about like what was for kids in the 70s. Like Leave It to Beaver, like Scooby Doo, like it was like Bugs Bunny, like it wasn't like it was kiddie shit, but it wasn't like what the fuck is Bugs? How old is Bugs? We have no fucking idea. We have no idea how old Bugs is. Scooby Doo was dumb.
We don't need
but
to.
Like our generation, we had shows about kids, right? Recess, Pete and Pete, which is the greatest show of all time. Fucking
Dexter's Laboratory,
Dexter's Lab. That whole
Billy
generation.
And Mandy?
Exactly, and then like on top of that,
why do we?
None of
have
us can afford houses,
Jamaica?
so like we aren't like really stepping into like quote unquote adulthood because average home in the shittiest part of America is $500,000. So we left our childhoods to step into economic hell, and it's like, damn, I kind of want to go back to watching Outlaw Star at 2 a.m. when my mom was asleep. Also, anime came here in the 90s. I think anime wasn't really here.
No, it came here in the 90s. So like we had like Astro Boy kind of being early in the 60s, but like like the full on like manga, like
the
anime,
Wave,
like
DBZ,
came from Ghost in the
Ninja
Shell.
Scroll, Akira.
Those-
It didn't hit America until like 89 or something like that.
Yeah, like and when you had these shows just like rip through everything, and you're like, I mean, I watched Saint Seiya. I was part of that first wave, like I was really into all that shit, Knights of the Zodiac, just anything. It was just anything that was anime was just constantly being fed to me, and I loved it. I had this like nerdy like sensei. I don't know if you ever had this, Sasha, but like that. There's always that one kid that kind of like puts you on to like the real shit. And I remember him putting me on to like Vampire Hunter D with like subs, and he was like, "Yo, you got to watch this because this is hard." I was like, "This is really cool." I was like, "What do you mean this is really cool? Like, I don't know what this is about." We watch, and I'm just like blown the fuck away. And he's like, "Look, you want to watch Blood?" And I'm like watching Blood like for the first time, and I'm like just completely blown away. It was like, what the fuck is this entire world of like, people literally exploding and slashing each other? It was respect. I don't remember his name, but he put me on.
Shout out to him.
Put me really out. Really shout out because he put me on a path that I never turned back on. He was respect.
I wanna
Short King.
You know what's crazy? You know what's a crazy show that was marketed for kids? Saved by the Bell. That was technically speaking, like a kid show.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. Well, did you watch the one that when they were in middle school? That shit was a blast. That was weird. Like I remember,
You mean college?
No, they were in middle school. So Zach,
the original
is
one,
yeah, that's the first
the first
one.
season.
First season. It's like they're they're in middle school. They're not even in high school. Zach Morris is a little kid. Like this isn't like it's the same dude, same almost everybody. I think who's not in. They still have Screech. What's her name? Lisa Turtle. She's in it. And and it wasn't AC Slater.
Is Lisa alive still? I feel like she died.
No, she didn't die. I know she's alive. I don't know why I know that, but I can tell you unequivocally. I'm an authority.
No, I think Lisa died, didn't she?
No, she didn't die. Screech died. Dustin Diamond.
Dustin Diamond did die.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what a tongue twister. Dustin Diamond did die.
No. That's what we get to when we got poisoned with Tech 9 really early on. Why did Tech 9 turn into like a genie? Why, like, did he always look like that?
Why are you keeping up with Tech 9 is a better question.
That is a fantastic question. That is a really good question.
He does look like a genie now, right? Like he should like be granted wishes.
I don't even know what Tech 9 looked like before to say what he looks like now.
Yeah, maybe that's just my frame of reference. It's just that maybe he just looks like a genie. Like he's got a really weird beard.
He does look like a genie,
right? He does, right? It just makes him look like that more like a genie. I don't know if it makes sense. Like the whole, like the minute the beard enters, like it's like he's like, he's fucking the genie from Aladdin or something. I don't know. Like he should be floating around. Like that should be ill. Can you imagine Tech 9 as a genie? That'd be shitty fucking.
I can't imagine Tech 9 as anything because I've only.
I thought she was dead this whole time, and she's doing all right.
Yeah, she's doing good. Lark Voorhees, that's her name. Yep. Lark is a pretty name, Is it? I like that.
I don't know if I would say it. I think it's a cool name. I wouldn't say pretty.
Listen,
Lark
I married
Black
somebody
Donkey
with an old
Kong.
lady's name.
What?
I married a Joan. Like I would dated a girl named Beatrice. Like
I get it. Yeah. You're into weird names.
I mean,
Joan isn't a weird name. Joni isn't a weird name.
Beatrice.
It was
is
like
that what you did
her?
Is her name or her massive breasts?
No, it's that, and maybe that's where I get led to. That's what What I am, who I am, ladies and gentlemen. I love big titties, and God bless them, because titties.
Yeah,
I'm not saying they're underrated. They're perfectly rated, I think.
And
I
they're
don't
great.
think they're underrated. I don't think they're overrated for sure. Like I
They're
think
definitely
they're
not
just
overrated.
perfectly rated.
They are.
Like I think like even if you're not somebody who is of the sexual orientation that would enjoy breast, they're chill. They're still chill. I'm just saying.
I'll tell you what's underrated. the back of the knee. Back of the knee is you never look at the back of your wife's knees, bro? Back of the knees can be sexy. Or knees in general.
Thighs in general. If you
the
got
knees
like
are unsung heroes though. Calves,
listen, okay.
A big pair of calves, are cool. Bro. I love short. I love short and thick, and like when you just got those thick fucking calves with a nice smooth knee
when they bend over,
onto
bro,
a thick thigh. Really, the leg itself is underrated. I feel like niggas just go, "Oh, I like thick thighs," or "Oh, she thick," but like. Do you celebrate the thick ass calf? Do you celebrate that thick ankle? I don't think you do.
No. You gotta be real.
You gotta lotion at the Chili's,
bro. You know what? What's my thing when they bend over and you got that whole view. Oh god, with the little short legs and the fat ass, and just a pussy peeking out. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but when you got like they them pussy they dussy. Whatever it is, like
you know what else? You know what else goes underrated?
That's like what Lil Nas X is throwing. The day ussy, like he's just like you remember that video I sent of him like doing Ice Spice? I was so my mind had never been more conflicted in my entire life than when I felt and saw that. I was like, why do I feel so many things? Let's and then I see his mustache and it like brings me back to reality. I'm like, this is still Lil Nas X.
That's what brought you to not his like skinny black man abs. No, the mustache.
No. The mustache brought me back, bro, because when he did the somebody said that Ice Spice saved America by doing the grabbing the pussy from the back like move. And I was like, you know what? She might have. I think she might have brought back America with that move. You know what? Maybe I talk about Ice Spice and you guys feel it's negative, but I feel like she could be the president of the United States. Unironically, can you? God, how we chill. Like if she just like did the whole movement. Like she, you know what? She's throwing hitters after hitters. I can't say nothing. Bangers.
President of the Bronx for sure. I feel like we should split America into like 12 countries. So
yeah, she's definitely fighting the borough president. She's definitely fighting the borough president. He's a bitch, and that should be crazy if I saw Ice Spice fight that guy. That'd be cool. You know what?
Honestly, like Ice Spice would do well in politics. Have you seen her interviews?
Yeah, she's really sweet. Like she's
like sweet and like super media trained. She's just like a little bit funny. Like she's never like over the top funny. She just says like
she's not embarrassing.
Quick quips. Like I think
she's educated.
It was who's
she's
this
very
fucking
well
old guy?
spoken.
Who's this old guy? Not DJ Envy, the other light skin.
Ebro.
Ebro. There we go. She's doing an interview with Ebro. The other light skin.
The other light skin. That's the only way you can describe me.
But she's doing an interview with Ebro, and he was like trying to get her to say like something incriminating or like something about her love life, and she ain't gonna fall for it. He like said something like, "Oh, so like Drake paid for the studio time or something." She was like, "Haha, nah, you thought." Like just real that you thought. Real slick, real
That's a Bronx
smooth.
girl, bro. That's a Bronx girl move. If I've ever heard a Bronx girl move, that's a Bronx girl move. That you thought. Like, listen, if you've never dated a Bronx girl or you've never fucked around with a Bronx girl, that you thought will literally like shatter your ego. Like the minute you have a girl that you thought, like,
I did think, she has me. She knows.
Like,
She's got me pegged.
You want to talk about heartbreak in the Bronx? I'll tell you heartbreak in the Bronx. There was this one girl I was fooling around with, and
is that an Incuria song? Heartbreak in the Bronx?
Whatever, bro. Fuck them. But you know what was hysterical is that I started like fooling around with this girl, and I'll tell you what the times are. I have a Zune, and in the Zune there's pictures, and I guess my ex-girlfriend's nudes are on there, and she sees it and she like bugs out. But anyway, the heartbreak in the Bronx that happened is that I thought I was gonna spend the night with her, and she just played me and left me. She like got in the car. Yo, bro, my heart was broken. Like, how you just gonna leave me in the Bronx? Like, I went all the way to the South Bronx just for you to like be like, I'm hanging out with my girls. Like, damn. Heartless. can't fuck with a Bronx bitch, bro. They'll take your life. I'm just saying.
They'll take your life.
Take
Are you reporting from the afterlife as we speak? Are you reporting from the grave?
I've slept with too many Bronx girls. They have ruined me. Women usually ruin me. Maybe I'm the ruiner. That's what therapy's teaching me. There we go. Look at that.
Yeah, I think I need to go to therapy. I was actually just saying, like, just this weekend to somebody, I was like, I understand the value of therapy, but, like, I just don't think it's for me right now because my primary needs are, like, money and time. And why was that my impression of myself? And like that, although those things are true, I feel like, I definitely need to talk to somebody. Although, like I said, if I spend an hour talking to somebody, then it's an hour I'm not making more money or making more progress. So I don't know. I'm in a rock and a hard place. Sales is not for me, dog.
Hold on.
Sales is not for me.
That's progress. But you realize that, like, that's progress. Like, hold on. Like, even you having the conversation about you thinking about it, or even like saying no to it, like, that's progress. Like, you're finding like your place in the world. I think that's an admirable thing for you to do. Even to be in that place, whatever your decision becomes, I think it's cool. But really, I think, I'll tell you, like, I feel like I benefit, and I forgot that I benefit, like, greatly from that kind of stuff. Because, if you go through what you go through, like, you're talking, and it's not like you're just hearing yourself. And sometimes hearing yourself is like the best thing. And being able to talk to someone that's unbiased is like even more helpful. Like, it's just, you can say shit like out loud and go like, oh fuck, I didn't realize that was like something I did, when you say it out loud. Like, when you start to compare things, when you start to, sometimes you'll get the therapist that'll throw you those little tidbits to remind you. Like, I had my therapist tell me, we forget to check in with ourselves, bro. In a capitalist world, that is all we do. That is all we do.
I check in with myself too often, and I've checked in with myself recently to the point of like, damn, I got some issues, and I need tools to fix them. But at the same time, like, again, I work in sales. But here's the thing for me, right? It's like, before I was working in sales, I worked a fucking warehouse job, and like, like, it sucked, but I had job security. Until I didn't. But like, for 5 years, almost 6, like, I had the same fucking job. I knew exactly how much I was going to make every week. I can make overtime if I wanted to make more money. With sales, it's a little different beast, and it's like, it's really like fucking grating at me, because I do miss the fucking job security. Like, I lost my job because I, like, long story short, some shitty shit happened. But, I didn't like break any of like the rules that I knew not to break to get fired previous to that. It was just like a new rule basically came up out of nowhere. But 6 years of job security had me pretty chill. I hated my job, but I liked that I wasn't going nowhere. So now that I'm in this position where it's like I want to keep moving up and keep progressing in all areas of my life, I have to like tackle like kind of every piece of my reality to like. Of every piece of my reality and my past and my thought process to like, how did I get here where I'm so unstable? You know what I mean? And how can I get to the next level where I am sort of stable? I'm thinking about going back to school lately, or one of those like fake online academies, which is, I need, again, money. I need money to do that. So if anybody wants to donate to my OnlyFans, because that's kind of blowing up, onlyfans.com/thin.cruel.lips, you know what I mean? I
like it.
Or just Cash App me $5,000. Cash App TROPJ. I really wish we just had one random. You know what I fucking hate? I hate when somebody. This is just me being a hater. I hate when like somebody like on TikTok or whatever just posts like a random problem they're having. Like, oh man, my car broke down. I don't really like to ask people for money, but like I really need your help. And like the goal is like $10,000. And some random benefactor donates $9,000. Like, who's the rich nigga following you? Also, why don't I have a rich motherfucker following me who's just trying to give it away?
Maybe they are. Maybe they just gotta. Their ears have to be. Your words have to fall on their ears. So speak it into existence. Let's go one more time. Rich Benna.
Rich benefactor, where are you? $sign TROPJ on Cash App.
That's the vision board.
That's the vision board.
That's the vision board. Also, board. I heard something too that like it kind of fucking rocked my world a little bit. I quote it was because you know I love my white pragmatic businessmen on TikTok and YouTube, and this one guy said he's like, I hate manifestation, I hate confidence. He's like, if you want to be something, you need empirical evidence that you can do the thing. You have to outwork your self-doubt. And like in my head I'm like, damn, like, well, what? I need to work. That's
somebody true. Who's selling themselves like some kind of weird fucking thing.
He's basically saying like, if you work in sales and your job says, hey, make 50 calls a day, make 105 calls a day for yourself. If you are a person who, you know, wants to sell a painting, you gotta make 100 paintings a day. You know what I mean? You gotta fucking be on TikTok. If you think posting 10 TikToks a day isn't working, post 30. You know what I mean? Like, don't manifest, do more. And if doing more isn't working, re-strategize. But don't just like leave it up to the universe to like make it so you are where you want to be, because the universe doesn't care where you are. You care where you are. So be there. Get there. Maybe and that's kind of like, it didn't like fuck me up. Like, it was motivational at the same time. It's like, well, shit, I need to figure out where I want to be.
Maybe I'm where I'm at because I need to be where I'm at. Maybe, bro, like there's power in accepting that too. Just realizing
it's all perspective.
That, like, it's, you know, sometimes, you know, the sun sets and the sun, you know, sun rises. And I think that's like something we forget. Like, you know, I'm me included. It's like circadian, like our lives. Like we're gonna fall into these patterns where we just go like, bleh, and then, like, I don't know. I think there's acceptance in following who you are and being true to yourself more than anything. Because, like, those guys, like, I'm not faulting anyone for watching these kind of things. I understand why they work. But it's also like they put this energy out there that like you have to be this. And like I look at like, yeah, I'll give you a good example. I look at my kid, like my 6-year-old son. He gets anxiety about doing things, and I'm thinking to myself like, what's the point of that? Like I talk to him, and I'm like, none of this matters. Like nothing matters. Like it's all made up. Like just chill. Like you're gonna get through it. Like there's no reason to be worried about it, because you can do it if you want to, and you'll do it well. And like I have confidence that when I say that it's being perceived the way I'm saying it to him, because he does like act on it, right? Like he's like, okay, cool, like that makes sense to me. Like I don't have to feel the pressure, but if I like told him, I was like, if it means that you need extra time, what does it matter?
But see, honestly, here's the thing about like you and Jackson's relationship. You can say that because you're like the god of his world. Like just short of him being like Hunter Biden, you will never let him die. You will never let him fall unless he like, you know, does some crazy criminal shit, which I don't think he's on the pathway to right now. You will never. Like, so you can say to him, "Hey, it's not that big of a deal." And he can go, "Okay, this is the breadwinner, the guy. This is my." If he's saying it's not the end of the world, then it's probably not. Yeah. If I tell myself it's not the end of the world,
what if you had somebody?
Nigga, I don't believe you. You ain't never did shit in your life.
What if you had an adult that really cared about you early on that said that?
Yeah.
What if somebody that did that like was like your actual safety net? And like, you know what? You're right. I am somebody that can guarantee certain things for him, right? Because like it's in my power. But that's the reality, is that I can still tell him like, you know, like reality's reality. We all stand on the shoulders of giants, right? Like we all figure out how to do something better and in a newer, maybe a better, just a finer way, because we're taking the data that we had from before and we're putting it in action today. So there's respects where I paid to those guys, but I also, like, as a sales professional, I've heard it all. I mean, literally millions of fucking classes, bro. Like I've had so much money invested in the shit that I've learned. I know it's annoying. I don't like it. Because I like sometimes I'm like I get very confrontational with that. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, I understand we can do this. There are things we can control in our nature. But what happens when things happen? Like, you have to plan for it, right? Like, I did door knocking, right? I did solar sales. Like, I was selling $50,000 systems, involving the government in the purchase. Like, this is a complicated financial deal, right? COVID-19 hit. It killed pretty much that entire industry, like, in 1 second. And it's starting to, recover-ish, but it's something that, like, you just have to learn how to evolve and adapt. I don't know. Like, you have to say to yourself that I can take certain things, learn how to be adaptable to the outcomes, to the circumstances that I find myself, to create better outcomes. Life is life, though. Sometimes shit sucks. Sometimes you get kicked in the balls. But I'm not saying it's all for a reason. Sometimes it's for no reason, because it is what it is. I think we're just on the path that we're supposed to be on.
Most things are for no reason, which is why, hey, if you want to just fund me moving to DR, you guys
Hell
are welcome to it.
Yeah. I'm gonna do. We're gonna go.
Everything is made up, including the money in your bank account. So please Cash App that to $sign
Your money is fake.
TROPJ.
Yo, really fake. Let's relieve us.
Send some of that fake money to the National Meat Treasure.
Release yourself from debt today by sending money to us. Because
empty that credit card into my Cash App.
The proverbial.
Is there another Shrek movie? Hold on.
Yeah, there's another Shrek movie coming out.
And another
Welcome to the world.
And another Fast and Furious movie coming out.
Yeah, don't do that. I know, but don't remind me, bro. Like, where are they at? Like, the last trailer they dropped for the new one that they just put out was, "This is the beginning of the end."
Why are we still on this planet? Why are we still on this planet?
What does that mean? The beginning of the end? This isn't Harry Potter. We're not doing a second part. We're not doing that. Like, I don't want to figure out what Toretto does. I don't care no more. I have no clue. Like, I don't care. You know what? Good for you guys. But
family.
Coronas and family.
I've only seen Fast and the Furious like 1, 2, and like 9.
I've seen like 1, 2, and
Tokyo Drift. That
like
shit goes hard.
Second of Tokyo Drift. That song is hard.
Oh, that shit is so hard. Hold on, I got goosebumps. Only because Lil Bow is so corny, even in that movie. That life is so good. That is peak cinema, ladies and gentlemen. Forget the white guy. Just think about the fact that they're drifting down a mountain in Japan. That shit is ill. They're fucking doing everything. The music goes hard. Like drifting at that. I had watched Initial D all my life, and then drifting in a movie. I was like, what the fuck? Crazy. But this has been the National Meat Treasure. Remember, we drop episodes every Thursday. This is a good place to end the episode. Kick it off. I don't know what comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I don't know. I'm just saying words.
Do all those things.
Fuck a mushroom. Sasha.
Fuck a mushroom. All right. And follow me at thin.cruel.lips on TikTok and Instagram. And follow the pod at National Meat Treasure on TikTok and Instagram, and at NMT Pod on Facebook. Get active on that Facebook. Get active on all the platforms, but something in me wants to just win on Facebook. I don't know what it is. Like, I just want 1,050 million followers on this dead medium. I don't know why.
Follow us on
what, dead, bro?
I'm kidding. Facebook game
people are still on. Like a billion people are on.
We just hate it. We just hate it. But
we're just
they're still cracking.
I just want old,
they still make money.
Indonesian people to listen to this, because I feel like that's who's on Facebook.
Yeah. Let's have them spend the money. Yeah, like Indonesian people spend the money. Like, listen to us. Let's get the money up. Let's do a show in Indonesia. Fuck that. Thailand. We on our way.
Vietnam. Dude, Vietnam's actually beautiful. I've been on Vietnam Talk.
A Vietnam live. What? That would go hard. Like, if we did one night in Bangkok, one night in
the meat
Saigon.
is pork belly. Actually, let's fucking go.
Oh my god, pork belly! Let's go. That is the king of meat.
I'm sure that's Japanese belly. And not Thai, but whatever.
No.
We're
Pork
racist on this podcast.
Go for it.
I'm not gonna fuck a mushroom, but I will eat some. Because I like
Fuck a
mushrooms.
mushroom up.
I'll fuck a mushroom up, especially a stuffed one, especially a psilocybin one. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Saint Thrilla, and follow 303 Bams Music on all streaming platforms and Instagram. And yep.
Well, that's where we're at. You have a good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy yourselves. Bye-bye.
Man, I'm on this 303 baby timing, man. Hey, yo, Thrillah, man, what we doing, gang? Hunters coming and make sure that paper going all around. I ain't trying to hit